cranking out hits for a quarter century. But for U2, the thrill doesn't come from making records.
I think when U2 plays live, that's where we really live.
And if you've ever experienced U2 live, you know their sound is big, mysteriously big, especially for a band with only 4 members. Of course, the band does have an edge, or maybe we should say the edge, the group's guitar wizard.
You the edge, are you? You're very good.
With less than 4 weeks until opening night, the man with the magic fingers took time out of his rehearsal schedule in Mexico to give VH1 a look inside his musical world.
I'm ready. This is my rig. This is the instrument in some ways that got rock and roll started, the Fender Stratocaster. With the amps, to make an electric guitar work, you gotta have an amplifier. I've got 2 of, I think, the classics of rock and roll here. A Vox AC30, which the Rolling Stones used and the Beatles used. And then on the right, these are 2 old Fender Deluxes, which are also classics.
And the Edge is pretty classic himself. Over the years, he's carved out a sound that is unique to U2.
This is the sound for Where the Streets Have No Name. There's something about the classic guitar with a classic amplifier just sounds so amazing. Only problem is, of course, then to get that exact sound, you've got to have that guitar with you. And so we have rather a lot of guitars on the road with us. Hey, Dallas, what's the count on guitars?
At this moment of the day, you're at 36.
36. Where's bad, Dallas? What number would that be?
And believe it or not, the sounds from all of those guitars, as well as every album they've ever made, are stored in one very important box.
This is an array of sound processing devices that give me the ability to create the sounds that I would have created in the studio. What do you think? Bono says I should paint it. I don't know, though. I think I might just leave it. It's sort of an artifact at this point in itself. It's been through so many tours. What I get off on is what you can do with a guitar tone. What I do in the studio, with wires everywhere and like amps and mics everywhere, I can do here at the touch of a button. And that's why this is so important to U2 sound on the road.
For The Edge, Adam, Larry, and Bono, hitting the road is what takes this band to new heights. U2 Live is a spiritual journey, and everyone's invited.
We're trying to get to a place, I don't know what you call that place, you know, that transcendent place that rock and roll sometimes gets to. When it goes off, I don't think you can touch a rock and roll band when they hit that moment and the ground starts to vibrate a little bit and the bass frequencies and suddenly everything seems possible.
It's that feeling that